So you think you know lawnmowers?
Oh yeah, I think I know a bit, matey boy. Have you seen who I am?
I've repaired more lawnmowers than you've had hot dinners.
I've had quite a few hot dinners, bud.
Choose your weapon, big boy.
You come round here giving it all that? I think I better challenge you, boy, to a duel. Come on, let's have it. Hold on for a minute. I know who you are. Look who it is.
Hello.
I'm not messing about with him. This is Mower Man. See you in a minute. Hiya ladies and gentlemen, we have got a special guest. A couple of you did guess it in the comments section. And here we got Mower Man, Mr. Paul. Paul, as you know, he's got repairing lawnmowers for profit. What are you doing down this neck of the woods anyway?
Well, I thought I'd come and see you, Martin. I've known you for 10 years without actually meeting you, and it's your responsibility for starting me in this mower business.
Unbelievable. He's been doing this for 10 years. I've known him for 10 years on and off emails, and
yeah,
we've had the odd telephone conversation. And obviously he's got his own YouTube channel, which you're going to get the links in the description below, as you know that. You know to check it out. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit around a few of the lawnmowers which we got here, Paul. And I know you know your way around the lawnmower.
Certainly do. Let's have a look at this Honda in this polytunnel.
Right, I'm going to show him Gary's lawnmower. Let's go have a look. Right, we're in the polytunnel now. Oh, let's get this table out, Paul. I had this in here the other day when I was doing the spraying. Ready? Right, to me.
To you.
To me.
To me.
To you, Paul.
To me. To me.
To you, Paul.
To me.
To you.
To me.
You're like bleating chuckle, brother. Right, so here we are. This is you like a Honda lawnmower, Paul, don't you?
Love it, yeah. These sell for loads and loads of money, these.
Well, I think Gary picked this one up for about 25 to 30 pounds. I don't know if he started it up yet, but we know these off by out, don't we?
Yeah, these are great little mowers to fix up.
And you've had a few of these yourself, haven't you? Yeah,
and I've spotted these on your previous video. I actually just caught the top of this recoil.
That's when I was in here doing the old spray job on the bumper, putting the primer on, and he sent me a comment saying that that's a Honda in the corner, and he wants to take it home with him, but he ain't going to. But what we have got, Paul, as you know, is all these lawnmowers here. But as you say, we've had these literally for a few years, and you probably remember the worst lawnmower in the world.
Certainly do. It's like a lawnmower tunnel of love in here.
I've never heard them called that before. You truly are a lawnmower man, aren't you?
Oh yes.
Have you ever seen this before? I'm trying to grow weeds on the inside there. Look.
It's fantastic.
It's taken me ages to get them through that poly tunnel to come up inside, because I like a decorative background for my lawnmowers, you see.
Definitely. I think something to say about this lot.
Oh hello, look who's come here, look.
Hey, Gary's here, look, Gary.
What, he's trying to nick your Honda lawnmower, Gary?
I know, that's there.
Yeah? He's already clocked it.
Why is that one separate there then, and these ones are just left?
That's all his junk.
Junk? Where's your junk, Paul?
This one, RV150.
You come down here and insult my lawnmowers, Paul?
Don't like these ones.
Oh, the old RV150s.
Don't like these ones either.
Huh?
Split petrol tank on that one.
Oh, he knows all the little tips and tricks about these lawnmowers.
Split petrol tank.
Can you see that he's been doing this for years now? Look, and it's a great hobby though, isn't it, to be honest with you?
Brilliant, I love doing it. Yeah, I love
now,
filming the vids in the garden.
Correct me if I'm wrong, what's the feeling like? I'll get this, I don't know, I think he gets it, Gary as well. When you've fixed the lawnmower, or when you've done the work, like you've done the diaphragm and gasket or whatever, and you're just about to pull start it, what's the feeling like? It's anticipation.
Well, it's great. I like it even more now, because actually I film it actually as it's happening as well. I don't just do it and then film it and say I've done it. I actually put my camera on and I think I've fixed everything up, I've done the carb, and this should run everything set correct. And I actually pull it over and we actually film all this on the channel as well. And it's a great feeling, especially when you're filming it live and these actually fire up. You know, you've got just a great lawnmower to sell for profit. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love doing it.
But in here, as you can see, we've got loads here to repair. The ones I don't like doing, as you said, you've got the RV150s. Is that a cheap Chinese copied engine?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But also them Mountfield engine ones over there, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Again, the problem with them was the fuel tanks, as you said, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you've had a lot of problems with them, haven't you?
I've had a lot with them split, and I've actually had to do quite a few conversions for people. And I would try and avoid those ones if you're just starting out as a beginner, and just look for these standard Briggs & Stratton classics. And from there on, just move on to the Hondas. I would also avoid anything with a rear roller on, as you get a lot of mowers, especially at auctions with a rear roller, it looks like it's going to work and everything's right, but actually the transmission's gone. And to replace that when you're just starting out doing repairing for profit, it's very difficult to do. So just look for a standard Briggs 35 Classic, and from there perhaps move on to this Honda.
I'm not used to people coming in here knowing what they're talking about. He knows. See, you can never kid a kidder at the end of the day.
There's loads of good spare parts in here anyway.
Of course there is. I'll be checking your car on the way. I'm the Mower-mobile. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I've primed the Mower-mobile. It's ready for action.
Right, we're up on the decking now, and I'm not sure whether I should show you in here. This is like the inner sanctum of where it all happens.
Is this the inner circle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you might be out of that circle of trust. I don't know.
Let me take a look.
All right, let's go. Right, so here we are. You've probably seen this latest project which I'm working on here. This is the old Reliant engine. You're probably not too interested in this, are you?
Well, I've been watching all the videos.
Have you had the Trotter van videos?
I've watched all the Trotter van videos.
Yeah.
Been on there.
It's a bit messy, this job, but it's got to be done. Now, one of the things you might be interested in is I bought myself a new compressor.
Oh, yes.
And that's in a box, and I want you to give me out to unwrap it.
Let's do it.
Because this whole thing over here is now cutting out, and the chances are it just wants a good service. But I've had it for about, I don't know, 16 years now, I think. So I think it's about time I made it redundant. And what I'm going to do, we're going to take this down to Jimmy's unit, and after I've serviced it, and then he can have that as a backup. Can you see his one packs up?
Yeah, nice.
Now, as you know, Jimmy's one, we've had a brand new Buick, I think Buick or Bush, I can't remember. It's a German make anyway. Jimmy's one we've operated for the last year, and it's a very good compressor. So I bought the next one down from his. His one's 150 litre.
Right.
So I've ordered the 90 litre one. This one's a 60, because I get a lot of people ask me what size my compressor is, because I run the sandblasting cabinet off it. I've got some other air tools and stuff I use, and also I run these rubber hoses. I've got long enough to go out to the front of the house, and that's where we can do some spraying as well without having to use any electric or whatever. So that's ideal for that. So we'll unbox that in a minute. And as you said about toolkits and stuff, what's your sort of toolkit then?
Well, when I started, basically whatever was in the shed, but now I have, all I really have is a 150 piece Halford socket set, and that pretty much covers everything I need to do. And you might have noticed in the recent videos, I've actually, even after about 8 or 9 years of doing this, just purchased my first impact wrench. So I've not got many specialist tools, and an air compressor is something that's really handy to have. But if you haven't got that, I always say you can use a can of air duster, so there's no excuse for getting started repairing for profit.
I think you'd agree, when you're actually cleaning down a dirty lawnmower, although that one you had in the last lawnmower, I've never seen that before.
No.
He took the recoil cover. If you go over to his channel and have a look, what's the name of the video on that one?
It was McCulloch 450 series.
Right, that's the McCulloch 450. Oh, hello. Sorry, hold on. We've got some more visitors. Hold on. Hello, who have we got here then?
Hello.
Why no shoes down?
Hello.
I've seen you on TV.
Yeah, look.
You had a lollipop.
Did you know who that is?
Hello.
That's Mower Man. He's like the superhero for lawnmowers.
Hello.
Do you know what a superhero is?
Saves mowers.
What is it? He's a Superman.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Unbelievable. What about little baby James then? Hey?
He's banana
Oh,
man.
come on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Banana Man versus Lawnmower Man, look.
Hello.
Unbelievable.
I like your jacket.
Hey, watch it, he's a thief, he's after some lawnmower
Oh
parts.
no, I'll steal yours.
Hey, unbelievable. Nanny, Mummy,
Mama, I'm off now.
right, where you going, baby?
Show him.
Bye, nice to see you.
Nice.
Where you going?
See ya.
Nice to see you. Shake hands, go out for me.
Going to party.
Don't jump, darling.
You're going to party.
Yeah, alright then, we'll see you later.
It's a bit chaotic,
We're
though.
talking lawnmower stuff here.
Bye.
Oh, how
See you later.
Enjoy your party.
Bye for now.
For the children.
I forgot what I was saying now.
So I was just wondering, what would be the smallest size compressor you could use to spray things? What would you use?
Something like what you got?
25 litre?
25 litre would be fine, I would imagine, yeah.
Right, because mine always kicks in, it makes quite a lot of noise and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you're like this, my compressor, this one's a direct drive one where the compressor part is actually bolted onto the end of the actual not the engine, the electric motor itself, and they tend to be quite noisy.
Right, okay.
The one I've got now is a belt drive compressor, and they tend to be a lot quieter.
Right, because I'm always quite hesitant to use mine too much with the neighbours being each side. I don't have a lot of space around my house, and every sort of 30 seconds it kicks in, so there's a different type of compressor that would eliminate a lot of noise.
Well, with a bigger chamber.
Just a bigger chamber.
Yeah.
So the one you've got's even bigger than this one then?
Well, this is a 60, my one, the new one's a 90. We'll take a look at that in a minute and we'll open that up.
Okay.
So we might have a few questions that the subscribers might like anyway. So first one is, how long have you actually been repairing lawnmowers?
Around about 10 years now. Probably 8 years since I started filming the videos, and I really got into this just because my own lawnmower broke really, and I ended up going on YouTube and finding a guy who actually showed me how to repair these. And Martin looked at this. I was on one of his online courses a few years ago, and he picked up that I've been watching lawnmower repair videos. So it's all kind of down to Martin that 10 years ago, around 10 years ago, I actually started repairing these for profit.
So would you say this is a hobby or a full-time job?
No, currently it's a hobby. I do this just for generating some extra income, and I don't mind playing about while I'm in the garden. The kids kind of come out and help me, so it's definitely a hobby at the minute, yeah.
So you mentioned Donny Boy as one of the YouTube channels, and I hope you watch Retro Restore as well.
I watch retro hacks mainly.
Retro Hacks. That's another one. That's my one, funny enough.
Yeah, retro restore.
So what other sort of lean mark channels? What other sort of lawn? What am I talking about? What other YouTube channels do you normally watch as well?
It's really random what I watch. Anything that helps me out I kind of store, but anything to do with mechanics or anyone making a profit from home or anything that interests me, I'll watch. So my YouTube subscriptions are very random, I must say.
Yeah.
But I do like Donny Boy's channel. He's been around done a lot of videos over the years.
So maybe a shout out for a few channels.
Yeah, I watch, as I mentioned in the last one.
He's quite a big channel though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Donny
he
Boy?
is, yeah.
I like to help out the smaller channels as well.
I mentioned Colin Ketley's channel. And
yeah, if you're watching this, Cole, this is Mower Manbury. You know that anyway.
I've been watching a lot of that, and I've watched, I think, is it DIO Speed Demon or Speedman? There's one of those on there. I'll link to that. I'll find out which one it is as well, and I'll put that on one.
Yeah.
I think there's a few more. Rolling Wrench is one, is it?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I can't even remember. I just watched the videos.
Yeah.
Well, I've just been talking to Martin. I've actually recently just bought a new smart TV as well, and I find it's just so easy to watch YouTube on your TV that sometimes I don't know what I'm watching. But yeah, subscriptions are really random for me.
Yeah, well, a lot of people now, that's the great thing. Well, I mean, I've had people when I've been out shopping and they've obviously watched the videos and they come up and in a way, you are sort of a TV personality.
Yeah, well, I found it odd because I'd never actually seen myself on TV until I realised that these new TVs are YouTube built in, and all of a sudden I was like on TV. It was weird.
In the lawnmower market, you're actually a god here in the UK.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Hey, how about that? You're now a god. You're now a god. You're now a god. So what would you actually say for anyone wanting to begin? What's the best lawnmowers to start off with, or maybe to work on? I
would just look for a standard Mountfield or Champion petrol lawnmower. Anything with a Briggs & Stratton engine on, they normally have 35 Classic written on. And the reason we start with those is it's really easy to unbolt the petrol tank and carburettor. The repairs are easy to do, as I've shown on this DVD. And you can basically do everything you need to do on the whole lawnmower in under an hour once you know what you're doing. And 90% of the problems with these mowers are on the carburettor, and if you learn one simple fix on that type of mower, you can get yourself repairing for profit.
And also, one of the main faults you mentioned there was the carburettor, which is an easily serviceable item. And again, it's only one. If you only stick to one type of mower, then you've only got one set of spares to stock, like what we do. I've showed that in one of my previous videos. You haven't got to keep like Tecumseh engines and stuff like that. You ain't got to mess about with all different types. No. Stick to one type. That's what I've said before. So the expert knows. So he must be right, because I've said it as well, and he's saying exactly the same thing.
Especially in the beginning, most of the comments I get where people are struggling, they'll pick up a B&Q. B&Q in England's like a depot store you can buy lawnmowers from.
Walmart.
Or Walmart, similar sort of thing.
What would they have in Canada?
I don't know.
What do they have in Germany?
Don't know.
Walmart.
Walmart. But the worst questions I get
what?
The worst question I get.
What is that? We don't like your channel? Did you get that one? You've had a few bad ones, haven't you? You just delete them.
I just ignore it.
I do. I won't tolerate that.
I just ignore it. It doesn't even bother me, if I'm honest. But the worst ones.
Have I thrown you yet?
No. I'm going to carry on then.
Go on, carry on. I want to hear what you've got to say.
The lawnmowers that people struggle the most with at the beginning, the ones that picked up from B&Q, because you can't really generally get space for them, and everybody just wants to know why it won't run correctly. It's really hard to sort of diagnose those mowers. So if you get something like a Briggs & Stratton, which is a standard engine, it's really easy to get.
Yeah, but haven't they got similar looking engines to Briggs & Stratton? These ones you get from the superstores, for example, but they're not actually, they're Chinese copies, aren't they?
Yeah, well, maybe we should go and have a look at one. I'll just show.
Oh, come on in. You show me then.
I'll show you what we're talking about.
Right, so what are you talking about, Paul?
What I'm talking about is this style of engine that's got this air filter box on the top, but this is really easy to get off because you've only got one bolt through here and one at the front. And 90% of the running problems with these are between this carburettor and this petrol tank. If you actually replace this diaphragm and gasket and learn this one repair, you can make 90% of these run again. And these are really good to start on. So if you're looking to start doing this, just look for these Briggs & Stratton 35 Classic engines.
Although this hasn't got 35 Classic
No.
written on the top. This one normally has a plastic cover over the top.
That's right.
A lot of them have that plastic cover.
That one's got it written on there, you see. On
Right,
everything.
so the cover is totally different, but it's
Yeah.
just the same engine
Exactly the
as that.
same. It's got the same carburettor and petrol tank setup, same air filter, same switches at the back, and everything's identical. So
Yeah.
once you've learned it once, you can just repeat this process over and over again.
Yeah. So keep it simple then.
Definitely keep it simple, yeah.
Right, so while you're here, you'll have to give me a hand. We'll get that compressor out here.
Yeah,
and
go on
I
then.
want to get it unwrapped, so let's go and do that.
Let's unbox it.
To me.
To you.
Right, so this is it. This weighs a blinking ton. Lucky you come down. I couldn't have done it on my own. So we're just going to put you on time lapse now. I'm going to undo this and let's see what I've got as a new toy. See you in a minute. Oh, that wasn't much of a time lapse, was it? I didn't realise it'd be so easy to take apart. Look at this little baby. Happy days. Right, I'll let you cut that off, Paul, with the scissors. I thought that was going to be a right pain to unwrap.
Nicely boxed.
Yes, and as I say, I think this is on wheels as well, so I can wheel it into the log cabin, so I won't need you after that.
I'll go then.
Don't forget, Paul's going to be doing his own video as well, so have a go on his channel and you'll see his little video of his little visit for his own subscribers. Yeah, so the difference with this one is it's a belt drive and it's a lot quieter because the motor's not bolted directly to the compressor. And also, as I said to you, this is like the same make we've had with Jimmy's compressor, and it's been totally reliable. And the great thing is that if you do need to replace any parts on it, the compressor's actually separate than the motor, and they're all individually buyable from the company, as well as giving a guarantee as well. That's a handle, so I can put all that on later on. I'll sort that on later, Paul. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I just wanted to take a closer look at it.
Yeah, it looks smart.
It's a nice looking tool though, isn't it?
How many litres?
I think this is 90 litres now.
90.
And I've got it from this company, which is GT Air. They're not sponsoring me at all. So it's a German compressor, hence the colours, the three colours there, the German flag. And as I say, it's been utterly reliable, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a great asset to help me power my sandblasting cabinet, which was doing with my other compressor, but it's just something, you know, I wanted, and it's about time I got a new one. The other one's about 17 years old. Right, well there you go. I told you I had a special guest for you, so we're going to just have a cup of tea now, and we're going to do him a Mower Man t-shirt as well.
Oh yes.
Hey, so we're going to do that. We're going to go and design one for him now, and who knows, he might have them for sale later on.
Maybe.
Yeah, so you'll be out. I've got mine. I've got this one here, as you know, and I've got my new design one, which people buy from my Retro Restore website. Plus, I've done loads of other YouTubers' t-shirts as well. So, you know, it's a great thing to have as a little marketing ploy.
Plus, my mum was watching Retro Restore, and my mum said I need to get a t-shirt like Martin's.
That's the only reason I think he's come here today. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you, Paul. Anyway,
Great. Thanks, Martin.
don't forget, check out Paul's channel. I'll leave a link in the description below, and he's got some great lawnmower videos, and he's also got the Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit DVD set. So in this country, he's one of the main players in the lawnmower repair market, and what's best to have this man. And you also give people free email support as well, don't you?
Yeah, I always get back to people in comment sections. If anyone wants any help, I generally do my best to do that as well. So
Anyway, nice to see you, Paul.
nice, mate.
Let's go and do your t-shirt.
To me.
To you.
To me.
To you. See you later. Put kettle on, mother.